Alrighty, time for another vlog. Uh, as you can probably see over to the side here, not the brightest of days, and that's the reality of life. Is not every day is going to be nice and bright and sunshiny, and that's just something you have to deal with. One of the things that can cause that is criticism. We all receive feedback into our lives. We all get told that people like or don't like things that we're doing. Um, we've used some of that when it's quote unquote negative as as criticism, uh, and there are different ways you can handle criticism. First of all, you don't necessarily have to view anything that's negative, quote unquote, feedback as criticism. That's a it's kind of a loaded word. Uh, it's a word designed to sit there and say that somebody's telling you you're doing something wrong, and it's not the best word to apply to your life because the person just giving you their feedback. That's why I keep using the word feedback. Is I think you're better off when you look at all of this stuff as feedback, and I'll give you a few examples. Back in the day, due to the nature of my job, my current job, uh, I have to sometimes get people to give me information uh, without letting them know what I'm going for. It's an interviewing situation because I don't want to tip them off to what I'm looking for. So I need to do so in a way that they don't know because it can kind of affect the answers, and I need honest answers. So we were actually given a specific course in how to do this, and the trainer that I was paired up with to help me hone those skills asked if there was anything she needed to know before uh, we did our practicing, and I told her I like direct feedback. I'm not uh, easily offended, easily upset, and I certainly won't be offended or upset if you give me direct feedback, if it's meant to make me better. And so she kind of seemed a little skeptical of that. We went through the process of talking and my doing the interview, and we did this for quite a while. At the end of the day, before we broke for the day, we had a feedback session. And in that feedback session, I of course asked, "Is there anything that you can pass along to me that will help me be better?" The very first thing she said was, "I'm going to remind you of what you told me at the beginning of this, which is that when it's feedback designed to make you better and to improve you, you don't get offended." So I knew whatever she was about to tell me was going to be good. Uh, and she told me, she goes, "Listen, you have a good grasp of the concepts, you have a good conversational tone, you're doing a pretty good job of not going directly for the thing you're looking for, so it's pretty obvious what you're looking for. Your interviewing skills themselves are pretty good, not great, but pretty good." And I thought that can't be it. She says, "However," and whenever you hear "however," of course you're like, oh, can't wait to hear this. She goes, "However," and again, I remind you, you asked me to be direct in the feedback. She goes, "It's hard to have a conversation with somebody when you're this close if their breath is not as fresh as it could be." And I was like, oh, so you're recommending before I do this to keep breath mints on me and have breath mints? Okay. And she just sat there kind of stunned. She was like, okay, most people wouldn't take that very well, being told that their breath isn't as minty fresh as it could be. And I told her, well, it's feedback. This is designed to help me be better. I don't take it in a negative way because it's feedback that's designed to improve my performance, and that's only good for me. And that's how you have to view feedback. Don't attach emotion to it. Don't view it as criticism. They're telling you you're wrong or you're bad. It's information for you to take in, for you to decide. On a more, this person wasn't trying to be helpful example, is part of a similar job, not the same job that I have now, but a similar job. I was responding to a situation in our residential area, and I was resident advisor at the time. And the situation called for me to have a police officer with me because there was a large number of people there, and we weren't supposed to go in when there was large numbers of people without a police officer there, just in case. One of the guys, younger guy, was not the friendliest guy, the nicest guy. And in the middle of being told what the acceptable noise limits were and acceptable behavior in housing, the gentleman sits there and tells me, I don't think I should have to listen to somebody who hasn't seen their feet, and he mentions another body part, which I'm sure you can figure out, in decades. That's criticism. That's feedback about my weight. Now, I could have been upset. I could have been angry. I could have responded in kind. But what's the benefit to me in that? There's none. I took his feedback, which was, you're overweight. I mean, he did have a point. I was overweight at the time. Was he being nice about it? No. Was he trying to be helpful about it? No. But it was feedback. You know, I took it for what it was. I didn't get upset. I didn't get angry. I understand he was upset with the situation, that his feedback might have been terse because of it, and I just accepted it. You can choose to do that too. How you take feedback, not criticism, feedback is up to you. You can view it as helpful or unhelpful. You can view it as being given in the spirit of kindness or anger. But how you accept it is always your decision. What you do with it is always your decision. Even if it's in kindness, even if it's meant to be helpful, you have a choice of ignoring it. You have a choice of saying, I disagree. You might be wrong. You might be right. Who knows? But it's your choice. So don't let criticism bring you down. Don't view it as criticism. Always view everything that comes into your life, whether it be advice, whether it be anger, as a chance to be you. As a chance to make decisions about how you're going to be. And if you live your life that way, I think you'll have a happier life and a better life. If you agree with this, or even if you disagree, if you have some feedback for this, please leave a comment down below. If you like what you see, please leave a like. You know, if you dislike, that's feedback. Leave a dislike. I would hope that if you do, you leave a comment to let me know what about it you dislike so I can do better and I can be better. Because I like feedback because it helps me to be better. If you are wanting to follow me along this journey, please subscribe below. Now, there's a little bell icon down below that you can click, and that'll let you be notified immediately when I'm uploading new videos. There should be one every Wednesday, but and now one every Monday, possibly Tuesday. So this will let you know if there's anything extra beyond that. With that, I hope that you are moving forward in this week in a happy way. I hope that you don't let the dreary skies bring you down, that you choose to be happy anyways, because happy is the best way to go through life. With that, I wish you a great week, and peace.